Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters and to our ghostly adventures from parks to haunts to all the thrills and rumor mills. We have the latest to give you chills, so make sure you hit that subscribe button now and let's ghost our way into this. I'm Stacy.
And this is Jared. Today we're going to go over what to expect from Cedar Point's opening day 2023 and beyond throughout the season. What's new at the park? What's gone at the park? And what can we expect from the first day? So, opening this year is the Cedar Point Boardwalk. They have tons of new exciting things over there. New rides like the Atomic Scrambler and Matterhorn have been put over there. With the Wild Mouse, the Grand Pavilion that's going to offer some great things. But first, we're going to talk about this Wild Mouse here. We're going to chase the cheese and meet the mice. We got the purple mouse, Zaggy. We got the blue one, Larry. We have the cheese car. And we also have Ziggy, Dizzy, Maisie, and Chase. These are going to be fun and exciting for families to get on. This is going to be fun for all of us to get on. I know I'm excited.
I love how they named all the cars like they did. It's really ingenious.
Yeah, I was not too excited about this ride at first, but watching the point of view now, I understand it. It looks really fun, and of course, incorporating the chase is going to be fun for everybody. So that is something you can look forward to in 2023. Obviously, this is going to be the early entry area as well, but we're going to touch on that a little bit later here. One big thing to keep note of with the Wild Mouse is that there will not be a fast lane for this, so the lines should be quick moving for the families, even if they end up becoming longer lines. That is a good thing for all of the guests going and for families who don't have the fast lanes. It's unfortunate for us who do, but that is something you can also expect with the Wild Mouse. And the Grand Pavilion, commemorating the original one from 1888. It's going to offer some great lake views. It's going to be panoramas of the park that you don't normally get to see. And what else can we expect from there?
Well, we've got some new dining options. And yes, there is the dining plan there. I'm not sure which ones, but from what I see, they've got a tropical fried rice. They have pork tenderloin, herb roasted turkey, seasoned shrimp, the island chicken, and beer battered walleye. I'm sorry, I'm excited about that walleye. But they also have appetizers like pretzel bites and spinach artichoke dip. But the best part is dessert, strawberry shortcake. Speaking about food, Chick-fil-A will not be back this year, but we get the Frontier Inn with their classic chicken, and I'm excited about that too.
Yes. Now, moving on to the 2023 early entry rides for Cedar Point.
So the list of rides are Dodge 'em, Matterhorn, Atomic Scrambler, the Wild Mouse, Gatekeeper, Calypso, and select Kitty Kingdom rides.
Yes, these are a selected area. It's a little similar to what Kings Island is doing, except they aren't rotating it. It's going to be the Wild Mouse area. They are highlighting their new Atomic Scrambler, which is the Scrambler moved over with a new cool paint job. We have the old Tiki Twirl, which is now Calypso over there. And then we also have the Matterhorn being moved over there to create a nice little area of rides. Like she said, we have Gatekeeper on that open entry list, which is always a fun, phenomenal ride in the morning. So make sure you guys get there for early entry. And one more thing we figured we would mention about the early entry: for the first time in 20 years, Millennium Force is not on that list. And speaking of Millennium Force, Forbidden Frontier on Adventure Island is no more. Due to lack of foot traffic, Tony Clark stated they will not be opening Forbidden Frontier for the 2023 season. The Forbidden Frontier area was a fun, interactive area. It had a nice little playground for everybody. As you can see, it had the pull boats here. It was a fun little island to adventure on, but I'll be honest with you, this is something
we missed every time we were around there.
Yeah, it was just something we never really got to experience or see. It looks like they had some great, fantastic views of Millie back there on Millie Island, but it's one of those things that, due to lack of foot traffic, it is no more. They had a cool fort back there as you walked up to, as you saw previously, and a great view of the turnaround on Millennium Force. I wonder what's going to be coming here next. We would love to see a wooden roller coaster back there, GCI, Gravity Group, something of the sorts, but that's for a whole nother video later, guys. Obviously, Forbidden Frontier was fun, but we also have the closure of
Johnny Rockets. I can't believe that they're closing it, but it has been closed for the past few years, so it doesn't surprise me, especially with the expansion on the boardwalk. The other thing that's closing is Max Shack. And, oh,
one thing I would love to say about Johnny Rockets before we even move on to how good the food was at the Mac Shack was the entertainment value that restaurant offered back in the day at the park.
that is true.
Here we have them doing the dance to Michael Jackson's Thriller outside the park. The guest interaction with them was awesome. I remember my Halloween weekends experience back in 2007 when they all danced inside the restaurant real late. It was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it
So
was.
that's one that I'll definitely miss. I know they're trying to move past the chains inside the restaurant, so that's something you can expect to not see anymore. But moving back on to the Mac Shack, I loved their mac and cheese.
It was so good, and I'm kind of bummed that it's going, but it's going, and we don't know if anything's going to be replacing it so far.
That is something you can expect to no longer see. And the Cedar Point Beach Nights. We never went to this, but
They're ending, and I'm kind of bummed because I did want to experience it once. So with it ending, I'm hoping with the new boardwalk that they might bring something similar to it.
something to look forward to in the 2023 season. During the
Yes.
summer, they may launch something that incorporates this. So stay tuned for that as well.
So I hear the Bat opened at Kings Island this weekend.
Right.
Yep. And Iron Dragon has a delay. Did they loan him some parts?
Now that's an interesting one there. But
Joking.
for the
Joking.
2023 season, you can expect a delay for Iron Dragon's opening. You can also expect tons of people to be getting all of the footage they can of Top Thrill Dragster. That's going to be a highly walked area. I'm not sure if
yeah.
they're going to have a fence up over there, so be prepared for that.
Yep.
There's also rebar going into the footers, and it looks like there's also two other big, I can't even think of the word here where the caisson drill was, but it looks like two other things have been drilled into the ground back
and
there.
They poured concrete in the one.
Well, yeah, and this is just the interesting update for Top Thrill Dragster. You know, stay tuned for those because I'm sure everybody's going to have some interesting thought pieces on that throughout the season. Obviously, guys, go to the park expecting it to be a little busier on opening day. Have a slow,
Absolutely.
fun day. Enjoy the sights, enjoy the views, and most importantly, respect the ride operators and workers at the park. They are
Yes.
trying their hardest, and this is going to be their first full days. So make sure that you guys are extra respectful of them and make sure to have the most fun that you possibly can at the park. This is going to be a great season. Have fun. Obviously,
is.
be as safe as you possibly can.
I really want to reiterate on the fact that a lot of these ops are going to be brand new to these jobs. Please be patient. Let them learn. We all know that they get quicker as time goes by. Just be nice. Have a great time and enjoy it. Thank you for being a part of this spooky community. And as always, thank you for Coaster Ghosting with Ghoster Coasters.